Best wishes from our fellow Catholics. Your return to our channel is greatly appreciated. I pray that you have an amazing day in Christ. We hope you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on the latest information. Come along on a journey with us and see this movie through to the end. During this uncertain time, the Virgin Mary has given a message of great urgency, advising millions to prepare for the impending 3 days of darkness, a test that will be both spiritual and physical. This phenomenon, which is highlighted in several Marian apparitions, foretells a period when evil forces would have unrestricted freedom, and the earth will be entirely black. All believers are urged by the teaching of the Virgin Mary to be cautious in their material and spiritual life. It is an exhortation to renew our faith and prepare our souls and homes for the future. This prophecy is closely tied to the concept of global purification and promises change. We can have faith that evil will ultimately be vanquished and that a new world more consistent with divine principles will emerge. Still, this is a call to action. Those who are deeply committed to their religion, pray frequently, and align themselves with God's purpose are the ones who are best equipped to endure and be spiritually safeguarded when these days approach. The message encourages families to gather in prayer, gather the required materials, and create prayer and peace sanctuaries within their homes, in addition to promoting individual readiness. According to Mary, even though the outside world may witness unsettling events during these 3 days of darkness, the light within their hearts will serve as a beacon. For thousands of years, Marian apparitions have been delivering warnings, counsel, and hope to humanity. In her most recent teachings, the Virgin Mary warns that a dark period that will serve as a test and a period of purification for humanity is about to begin. During these 3 days of darkness, the earth will be engulfed in a dense shadow, which will make it silent and still. Because evil powers will be active in the world during this period if they are not controlled, Mary counsels the faithful to remain in their homes and be secure. This period is closely linked to the concept of spiritual purification. Similar to how fire purifies gold, darkness will rid humanity of impurities and pave the ground for a rebirth in accordance with divine will. Mary's message emphasizes that everyone has the opportunity to align themselves with God's truth and light at this pivotal moment in history. For those who desire prayer, trust, and a connection to divine principles, this will be a time of profound spiritual transformation. Mary cautions that there isn't much time left to prepare, though. Instead than frightening us, this prophecy is meant to help us get ready. The darkness serves as a reminder of the importance of religion, a call for introspection, and a divine invitation to develop spiritually. For those who respond to this invitation, these days can be a period of growth, safety, and spiritual kinship. In her message, Mary exhorts the faithful to actively get ready for the 3 days of darkness. While the spiritual aspect of preparation is important, she focuses on doable actions that will help protect and encourage those who are committed to persevering through this difficult period. Mary emphasizes that prayer is the most powerful tool that believers may use. By creating a direct channel of connection with God, it fortifies the heart and spirit against future adversity. Mary encourages the faithful to be surrounded by supernatural protection through regular prayer, particularly the recitation of the Rosary. She says that in times of uncertainty, prayer can provide courage and reduce anxiety. She also encourages believers to gather in prayer with their family to establish spiritually powerful spaces in their homes. In addition to being a conversation with God, prayer is an act of deep trust that allows heavenly grace to pour into our hearts and homes. Family bonds are strengthened, and a strong, loving, and cohesive environment that can overcome any challenge is created when people get together for prayer. Mary serves as a reminder that faith is the light that will guide us through the approaching darkness. During this period, not only will our physical endurance be tested, but also our faith. Those who are looking for peace and safety will have to adhere to their faith. People who are deeply religious will feel as though their hearts are illuminated, allowing them to face the dark with hope and trust that God is leading them. This inner glow of faith is the most crucial form of protection, according to Mary. Even when material preparations are essential, it is the light of faith that will truly guide and support us. By eliminating fear and allowing us to see beyond the material world, this inner faith provides us with the peace we need to navigate through difficult times. Mary emphasizes the importance of both spiritual and physical preparation. She advises Christians to ensure the safety of their homes by caulking doors and windows. This physical barrier from the outside world represents the inner spiritual refuge that each individual is expected to establish. The Virgin Mary also stresses the importance of avoiding direct observations of the potential supernatural events that may be occurring during this time. To ensure their safety, Mary counsels Christians to stock up on essentials like candles, non-perishable food, and consecrated items. These items are not only practical, but also symbols of divine protection. For example, candles represent Christ's light, which offers comfort and enlightenment in the dark. As a reminder of God's grace and protection, it is suggested to utilize blessed objects such as holy water or crucifixes. Each of these items reminds the faithful of God's ongoing concern and has a deeper spiritual meaning. In recent years, there has been an increase in the frequency of natural disasters, such as earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and strong storms. The message of the Virgin Mary is that these are not chance events. Rather, they are signs that mankind has to prepare for the 3 days of darkness on a physical and spiritual level. Every natural disaster, including hurricanes and earthquakes, is seen as a summons to return to God and to cultivate a life of faith. Mary reminds us that we shouldn't disregard these signs because they indicate an upcoming change. By identifying these signs and taking the required steps, people are being guided to find solace in their religion, to build a strong foundation of trust in God, and to strengthen their relationship with the divine. This dark period won't be easy, Mary says. We will be tested both physically and spiritually, and we will constantly be tempted to succumb to fear. However, she assures those who remain steadfast in their prayer and faith that they will be protected. Only those with a solid basis in faith will emerge from this experience feeling renewed, as our spiritual bonds will be tested in the dark. During this ceremony, the faithful have the opportunity to demonstrate their commitment and total faith in God's plan. It is a chance to use religion as a compass, allowing it to lead us through the most confusing circumstances. In this test of faith, Mary maintains that God would not abandon those who truly seek Him. Prayer should be more than just words during this time. It must be a total act of surrender, a synchronization of our souls with God's grace. During this gloomy period, any spiritual weakness will be exposed, and the only way to find solace and strength is to genuinely pray and give up. Mary believes that rather than being a solitary event, the 3 days of darkness are a part of a larger divine plan for world purification. As this time approaches, the earth will experience profound physical and spiritual changes. This period of transition, which will bring both difficulty and regeneration, will mold humanity's destiny in ways that are more consistent with God's plan. For those who are prepared, this time will offer an opportunity to grow in their faith and emerge transformed. As humanity's true essence is revealed through the purification process, people will be called to live more in accordance with divine principles. Although there may be times of fear and uncertainty, Mary's message highlights how this shift ultimately produces a world where God's love and light can shine more fully. Mary argues that believers ought to view this shift as an opportunity for both individual and collective renewal. People will be more equipped to face the future with optimism and resilience if they embrace this change and live with faith and trust. The word from the Virgin Mary is both a call to prepare and an invitation to share this message of hope with others. She encourages Christians to spread the word and be comforting, faith-filled voices to anyone who may be confused or lost. By spreading this advice, believers can make sure that as many people as possible are ready to meet the challenges that lie ahead with bravery and faith. Mary tells us that even during these difficult times, God's love never fails. The faithful are not alone. They have a spiritual presence to lead and guard them. By praying together and sharing this message, believers can create a global community of faith that is bound together by hope and trust in God's plan. There is a promise of immense peace and renewal following the 3 days of darkness. According to Jesus and Mary, those who endure throughout this period of faith will find a world that has been transformed, cleansed, and brought into line with God's will. The faithful will emerge from this hardship with a deeper sense of purpose and a closer bond with God. Mary's message is one of hope, encouraging us to be prepared, to believe, and to have faith that even in the most trying situations, God's light will guide us. Instead of being scared, we should use this time to fortify our souls and take advantage of the opportunity to grow in our faith. Those who accept this invitation will have a better, more spiritually satisfying future with the certainty of God's unwavering love and protection. If this message resonates with you, we encourage you to spread it, join us in prayer, and prepare for the next spiritual journey. When we stand together, united in faith, we can be rays of hope and find strength in God's promise in a world that yearns for divine light. Thank you for coming along on this journey with me. Your presence and participation have made this study compelling and important. Until the next time, may the stories we have shared about the human condition inspire and encourage you.